We have a huge problem in our community, and people see evidence of it every day. But it's a problem that's easy to ignore. And the problem is that the wild animals who live in our yards and parks, because there really is nowhere else for them to go, are finding survival really difficult. Wild animals have few friends, and even fewer resources to help them in their struggle to survive. But they do have Second Chance Wildlife Center, and for the past 20 years we've been treating the wounded and sick wild animals, raising the orphans, and then setting them free. Over the years, we've helped more than 75,000 animals, and we're currently taking in about 3,000 a year. We have a volunteer wildlife veterinarian, not a cat and dog doctor, but a wildlife doctor. And we have a whole army of trained volunteers, all of whom work every day to get these animals back out into the wild.
Working with Second Chance, you get a lot of opportunities to deal with all of the animals. It's not a sit back and watch the staff work. It's diving right in and doing the work yourself. I really like working with the grackles. They're very loud, and it's really funny because sometimes once we release them, they'll still hang around in the area for a little bit and then they'll disperse, but they'll remember you for a little while, and then they go back to where they belong. But you still realize in your mind that you made that difference. Like, you fed that bird multiple times and you helped them get back on their feet.
So we work hard every day to get these animals to the point where they can survive on their own. And each animal is thoroughly tested before we release it to make sure that they can do just that. But in many cases, our most effective tool for helping animals is the telephone. We help thousands of animals each year just by educating and advising the public on what they can do to help a distressed animal they come across. We have a complete surgery with an anesthesia machine, a digital x-ray, comprehensive pharmacy.
It's been an interesting 13 years, because as a wildlife biologist in areas, I would say, with the eastern box turtle, given how they are nearly state endangered due to their habitat loss, so every box turtle we're able to put back is extremely important, especially all those girls that we get. Some species that have surprised me for how much I like working with them is definitely the eastern gray squirrel. We get about 400 to 500 of them a year here, mostly as kids, and I did not expect to fall as heavily in love with them as I did. So watching them progress through their stages, if you have them from a few weeks old and you release them at like 16 weeks old, that's a heavy investment every year that you get to see them grow and flourish.
In an environment that works well for humans, but presents animals with an endless series of perils, we need a place like Second Chance. It's a unique place of comfort and healing for animals who really have nothing else to fall back on.
In order to keep our center open for the injured and orphaned animals who need us, Second Chance has to raise almost $800 each and every day of the year. Please help as you are able. Donations can be made at www.scwc.org.